Once upon a time, there were 3 adventurous kids named Alex, Lily, and Max who loved exploring the outdoors. One day, while they were out on a hike, they accidentally wandered off the trail and found themselves lost in a dense jungle. They had no map, no compass, and no idea how to get back home. As the day wore on, the kids began to feel hungry, thirsty, and exhausted. They knew they had to find food and water soon, or they wouldn't survive in the wilderness. But as they walked deeper into the jungle, they heard strange noises coming from the trees above them. Suddenly, they saw a group of dragons perched on the branches, staring down at them with their glowing eyes. The kids were terrified, but they didn't give up. They knew they had to keep moving and find a way out of the jungle. They climbed up a steep hill and stumbled upon a beautiful waterfall. The water was crystal clear and refreshing, so they drank their fill and filled their canteens. As they rested by the waterfall, they noticed a hidden cave behind the cascading water. Without hesitation, they decided to explore the cave. It was dark, damp, and full of bats, but they didn't give up. They used their flashlights and followed the narrow tunnels until they found a chamber filled with glowing crystals. The crystals illuminated the cave with a beautiful rainbow of colors and sparkled like diamonds. As they were admiring the crystals, they heard the sound of a dragon's roar. They knew they had to be brave and face the dragon if they ever wanted to leave the jungle. They grabbed some crystals and made their way back to the entrance of the cave. The dragons were waiting for them, but this time, they were ready. Alex, Lily, and Max held up the crystals and used them to ward off the dragons. The dragons were dazzled by the light and flew away, leaving the kids alone. Feeling triumphant, the kids used the crystals to find their way out of the jungle. They walked for hours until they finally saw the familiar sights of their town. They had never felt so grateful to be back home. From that day on, Alex, Lily, and Max were known as the bravest adventurers in town. They would often tell the story of how they fought the dragons and found their way home, and people would listen in awe. And whenever they saw the glowing crystals in the jewelry stores, they would remember their incredible adventure and smile.